What's up everybody, Danny's here and we are back at it again with another video. But before I get into it, make sure you check out all the links in the description below. So today, now here's what I've been wanting to know. That the Nintendo Switch 2 will have a second screen. Because now that we have a second connector on top of the Nintendo Switch 2, right here, I was thinking, what if there's going to be a second screen for the Switch 2? Will the Nintendo Switch 2 look like the Nintendo 3DS? This is such a good question. Now that we may not have Nintendo Switch Online on the Switch 2, we may be having Virtual Console. Because Virtual Console was easily, you can buy like retro games, probably like for the Nintendo DSi, the Wii, the Nintendo 3DS, and the Wii U. So there will be a connector right here. And you can easily play like Nintendo DS and 3DS games on the Switch 2, which is easily a cool way. Which is just a cool thing, a cool feature to do. A cool feature to have for your Switch 2. Now definitely though, normally Nintendo would definitely do that because there may be 3DS games that might be coming to the Switch 2, which is what I'm excited to see, definitely. Now, normally, Nintendo has 3DS games on the Switch, like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I mean, that would work on the Switch 2, definitely, because you can make it look like a Nintendo 3DS remake for the Switch 2. And normally, Switch games can be played on, like, the Nintendo Switch, and some of them on the Switch 2 with two screens, the top and the bottom screen for the Switch 2. I mean, you could easily make the Switch 2 look like the 3DS, which is kind of a cool feature to have for your Switch 2. Now, I don't know what the home screen would look like if you have, like, two screens, like, on the top and the bottom screen for the Nintendo Switch 2, but eventually we'll find out soon, though. We will find out soon. Now, pretty much, here's what we need to know. Nintendo also has a lot of games that might be able to have, like, some backwards compatibility like Breath of the Wild, Minecraft, Mario Kart, New Super Mario Brothers, a new Donkey Kong game. I mean, probably though, we may be having Donkey Kong Trilogy coming to the Switch, which is what I might talk about on my next video, because I got this comment on my recent video that I might be doing a video about that soon, about a Donkey Kong Country Trilogy. Like, we can have Donkey Kong Country 2, and Donkey Kong Country 3. I mean, there was two Donkey Kong Country games for the Game Boy Color. And then we've had Donkey Kong Country 3 for the Game Boy Advance, which is so similar on what we see for the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance. Like, we see these remakes. I know Donkey Kong Land 1, 2, and 3 is, like, kind of simple to Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, but they've put it in the remakes for the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance, which is that simple though, which is kind of cool to see though, and I really like it, how they've put it in on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, these Donkey Kong Country remakes on the SNES. Now, pretty much, I believe that some games for the Switch 2 might be able to work with two screens, like Pokemon, which would be really cool, and Metroid, which would be really cool, and even Minecraft as well though. So it can show you the map on the bottom screen, and then it'll show you the gameplay on the top screen, which is kind of a cool idea to see. And pretty much though, this is just the question. What if Nintendo has a top and bottom screen for the Nintendo Switch 2? Which is a question that we're talking about today. And it's kind of cool to see though, because right off the bat, like, Super Mario 3D World can show you the progress of how many coins you've got and to get to the goal, like how many miles to get to the goal, which is easy, just like we could do in New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. This could be the feature of, like, in Super Mario 3D Land and New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the Nintendo 3DS. Kind of a cool feature, but we'll find out soon if the Nintendo Switch 2 will have this feature, if there's going to be a top and bottom screen feature or not though. But eventually, now that we have a second top connector for the Switch 2, I'm thinking there may be one though. There may be one, but we will find out soon though. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up here for today's video. I really hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment and share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. Make sure to hit that bell notification every time you get notified when I post a video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.